start the year off talking about
Okay.
what happened.
All right.
Everyone knows what. I'm sure
So
if
you part of the 21st century and you got internet access, you know what happened. Mm-hmm. Now, I want to make this very clear. I want to be as crystal clear and black and white as possible. Myself, Vito, and Liz here at Blite Media, we do not work for any journalist company.
No.
We do not work for any news company.
We're giving our opinions on the situation at hand.
None of us went to school for journalism. None of us.
But that already gives us more credibility than most of the journalists in
the
profession. But that's neither here nor there.
I'm not a journalist. Liz not a journalist. There's no journalists over here.
We're doing no journalism.
We're United States citizens who have a reaction channel. And we understand it started as part of an entertainment, but people have asked us to look. We watch all different kinds of stuff. Okay? We are giving our opinion based off what we see off the internet.
Yep.
Okay? The information that is in front of us on the internet.
Now, we know you as the viewers understand this. We're just saying this purposely for YouTube executives.
Yeah. And then some people are going to accuse us, oh, you're spreading misinformation. No. Yep. It's a reaction. We're just giving you our thought on something. So I don't know how long YouTube gonna let us talk about Venezuela, but we're gonna talk about it because you just know we American citizens, we got First Amendment right to talk about what's going on.
And for whatever reason, we have opinions on everything.
So get a little comfortable because this is we're gonna have a conversation.
Please do not spam. There will be
yes. Oh, the moderator's gonna get y'all.
We see it. We see it. Yeah,
moderator's gonna get y'all.
Relax.
So, for another prequel to this, you are not going to agree with everything we say.
No.
Please understand that, and that's okay.
And please, we hope you do not agree with everything that
we
say all the
time.
time.
It's okay to have your own opinion.
Yes.
Yeah.
Please.
If you're not sure about it, just go research it.
And you can ask us a question.
That too, yeah.
We will answer the question. But let's get started on this. YouTube, be nice to us. Because we just be minding our business. We just having a discussion. So we using the Benny show. Benny Johnson, I think this is.
Because we're really testing YouTube. That's why we're going with
we really want to see what the limitations of it is.
So before people say we're just picking a biased source to react to, no, we're doing Benny on purpose because we're really testing YouTube with this.
We're not even going to try to do ABC's thing. We're not even going to try to do that shit. But y'all ready?
Without further ado, let's get this going.
All right. Here we go. Benny Johnson show. All right.
Good morning. What's up, guys? Breaking news. President Trump is a man of his word. Just days ago in the White House, he said that Nicolas Maduro, the dictator of Venezuela, a communist, does not want to F around with the United States of America.
He has offered everything. He's offered everything. You're right. You know why?
He
doesn't want to fuck up.
As of, I believe, a week ago, they had offered Maduro he had his opportunity to leave Venezuela. He could have taken his money and gone and lived peacefully and not had this happen to him. He was not considered the Trump administration back in 2016, the Biden administration, and now again the Trump administration did not recognize Maduro as the leader of Venezuela.
And correct me if wrong, I think many other European nations,
the EU did not recognize him as the leader.
A lot of people didn't recognize him as the leader.
Exactly.
So I think that's an agreement that a lot of people have.
So people are trying to say that they went in and kidnapped a president of another country. He was not the legitimate president in the view of the EU or the United States.
Okay. So it's not just America who thinks
It's not just America who had that viewpoint of Maduro.
Okay.
Around with the United States. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's as far as we know.
And Nicolas Maduro's response to that was,
"Don't worry. Be happy.
Okay.
La 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 la. Don't worry.
How's that working out for
happy.
him, by the way? Why don't we go ahead and check in on Venezuela and see? Because right now, Venezuela is getting...
And as far as I understand, not a single person was harmed in this at all. No Venezuelan civilian was harmed. No U.S. personnel was harmed.
Okay. Okay.
Up. And Nicolas Maduro has been captured. Ladies and gentlemen, Nicolas Maduro was arrested last night by American Special Forces and has been taken back to the United States of America. In what is, without question, one of the single most impressive and sophisticated military operations in the history of the world, Donald Trump confirming here the United States of America has successfully carried out the large-scale strike against Venezuela. Its leader, President Nicolas Maduro, who has been, along with his wife, captured and flown out of the country. The disrespect, the absolute rudeness of taking his wife as well. Oh, the operation was done in conjunction with U.S. law enforcement. Details to follow. There will be a news conference today at 11 a.m. at Mar-a-Lago. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Donald J. Trump. Senator Mike Lee here saying he spoke with Secretary Rubio. Nicolas Maduro has been arrested by U.S. personnel to stand trial on criminal charges inside of the United States. In that kinetic action we saw tonight, deployed to defend those executing the arrest warrant. This action likely falls within the president's inherent authority under Article 2 of the Constitution to protect personnel from imminent attack. And that protection was wildly impressive. Whoa. Check it out. Some of the footage out of Venezuela.
I haven't seen that yet. I haven't seen that any civilians were killed in the attack. If that's coming out, I haven't seen that yet.
I haven't.
And Ian hasn't seen that yet either.
This is
civilians over there.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything that's shown civilians yet. So please, if you have a link for that, please let us so we can actually bring that up.
Yep.
I haven't seen anybody reporting that. Any news outlets reporting that either.
Well, you know, Tim will.
Oh, Tim will be all
find
over
out.
that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
so the UN. Okay, yeah. Now this is the thing that's confusing the hell out of me.
UN did, not the EU. United Nations is different than the European Union.
Okay. So UN, who's the UN?
Is
that Europe?
It's essentially a bunch of nations. I don't even know what.
I know it's a combination of.
But
nations.
it's not as important as the EU.
So
The European Union is what is the collection of actual countries that go. The UN goes in to look for things that they see as violations.
Okay.
I honestly have no idea what the UN's purpose even is, to be fair.
The New York Times post. See the issues with this it just happened yesterday.
Yes, it just happened.
So you got
you
got a whole bunch of information going to be coming out. Mm-hmm. So like that's why.
And we're not opposed to looking at information at all.
Yeah, that's why it's like it's hard to. I mean, okay, this is what I did the day yesterday. I found I'm realizing a really like, at least for me, you got to be careful when you just mercilessly scrolling on TikTok, because it is really easy to go down a rabbit hole in the matter of 30 minutes. So. This is not for me to say, like, for me to sound superior to other people or other content creators or whatever. But I think the weird thing when people make TikToks, it's like you have a lot of people on TikTok making videos like they're news reporters.
I'm seeing people are saying 40 people. Most of it, I'm seeing reports that it's military personnel. They never claim that they didn't harm any Venezuelan military. They said Venezuelan civilians, and I see reports that are conflicting, calling soldiers civilians and back and forth. They're playing that game. So we don't know how many civilians actually were harmed or if they were all military personnel.
So yeah,
see that this is the political game that they're going to play right now with words.
Yep.
So we have to be very careful with how things come out.
That's why I'm trying to.
I was just doing a quick search right there to see. They're even saying now in reports, they're saying at least 40 people. They're not saying civilians or soldiers on purpose.
Okay.
So we have to be. We knew this was going to be a very touchy subject.
Yeah, that's why. Like,
it's definitely going to be expected for casualties. It's probably. I'm sure that the fact that if there was any civilians on the bases when the attack happened, there's a high chance that they didn't make it.
Now, if
but only as far as it was saying, it does confirm only military targets were struck.
Okay.
This is where it's getting real. It's going to get real difficult.
All right.
Oh yeah, you're very right on that.
You know what that was?
Regardless, life was lost. Exactly.
This is the Hugo Chavez communist dictator memorial that they have in Caracas. They decided to lob
But it means more.
on their way
I agree.
out.
Any life that is lost is unfortunate.
Yeah.
The footage has been stunning coming out of Venezuela.
Okay.
Boom.
Hopefully,
What's
hopefully
up?
after last night, it does bring peace to Venezuela,
Oh,
and that country can be stabilized and go back to being one of the superpowers it was of South America.
What were you about to say?
no, but people want to label people because that's the game.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, because if it was civilian, then they're gonna put a bad name on the U.S.
Oh yeah.
because of that. If it was military, military, they know they're always gonna be in
That's what
danger.
you're signing
and
up
stuff
for
like-
when you get
and
into
you're
that.
signing up for exactly. So that's why they're trying to label it. If they put civilians in it, then you know what game they're playing. But we don't know exactly. That's why I'm not saying anything.
Exactly. We got more.
We
It's going to
gotta
take time for
see.
more information.
Yeah, and our
Oh, this is long
source-
from over.
Our source.
This is
Tim
this is
Cass
long
is
from
where
over.
we trust his work and stuff like that.
Rubio even
And-
said it earlier. It all depends on which direction that whoever's in charge of the country now decides they want to go.
Maduro alive.
That's freaky, bro.
They don't want to F around with the United States. You don't want to F around with the United States of America. Just remember. Here we go. Fortunately, here the military helicopter flying low. It's
Though
an
I've-
absolute Maduro.
Though I have only seen mostly positive stuff from the Venezuelan people about this.
This is I'm not gonna lie, this is pretty crazy.
Yeah, it is.
Nicolas Maduro,
This is insane. Wow.
head of a narco state, is a terrorist leader. I am somebody who does not advocate for more war, but it seems like actions like these are just simply preventing war. And again, Nicolas Maduro is the man who's in charge of not only the massive poisonous trafficking of narcotics into our country that has slaughtered Americans. He also emptied out all of his jails, sent his gangs to America to rape, pillage, and murder in this country. He also is in charge of election rigging technology that rigs elections at scale all around the world. Venezuela is an evil country that is under hostile dictatorship. The people of Venezuela are cheering. I know we've heard this before, but the people of Venezuela are waking up, celebrating news that communist Maduro captured by U.S. forces. Ladies and gentlemen, Nicolas Maduro is an illegitimate leader. Nicolas Maduro is somebody who lost an election, but used his election rigging technology in order to bring himself back into power and presumably to have power permanently. Look at this. Just freaking shock. Just shock and awe. I love zero media leaks, successful strikes, completely leveled primary airbase, bombed the corpse of Hugo Chavez for fun, which they did, capture Nicolas Maduro like Batman or something, and not a single American life lost or even threatened, actually. Trump says Venezuelan dictator Nicolas Maduro has been captured. He and his wife, the rudeness of taking the wife. Here we go. That's the top line here. Venezuela leader Nicolas Maduro captured and flown out of the country to stand trial in the United States of America. Trump released a statement saying that the U.S. has successfully carried out a military strike. Several explosions rocked the capital of Caracas on Saturday. The United States of America successfully carried out the large-scale strike. Senator Mike Lee confirmed it. Trump announced that he would hold a press conference. Venezuela's government slammed the United States for attacking civilian and military installations in multiple states. Okay. Putin also didn't like it. Here's sort of the breakdown of the force command chart showing the massive military buildup in the Caribbean. You can see here we have deployed quite a few assets, and here you can see the
That's all us.
helicopters.
That's what went in and got him.
Probably used
The Iwo Jima.
last night in the operation. But yeah, just a freaking armada, frankly. Trump sends an armada in order to shut you down. You sent all of your gangbangers and drug dealers into our country. You flooded our border with criminal aliens. And now you find out, right? The effing around is here.
He did send Trinidad Aragua into our country.
Even harder.
There again.
He sent Trinidad Aragua into our country.
Yeah.
The notorious Venezuelan prison gang.
I guess like
It's like, you want to be sending people over here? Well, we're going to get you. You're the bigger prize. We're going to...
I just got so many questions. Like,
Oh,
bruh. Bro, we just talking about something already in the new. Please use a keyframe free. I think we good. I think that's just talking about for keyframe for free.
Okay.
I think we good.
keyframe, like what?
I think it's for like the frames,
frame rate, yeah.
frames per second. I think we straight. It usually says the copyright audio detected when we got it.
When we say
So
No, I think Trump did the right thing.
So I'm not disputing that Maduro's a dictator. I'm all for Venezuela getting their freedom.
Yeah.
I'm all for that.
Yeah,
I'm not
too.
disputing anybody who disputing that. I just
There's this,
you gotta help me understand what you're disputing.
they were under a brutal dictator.
So,
Yeah.
but like, I guess one of my questions is, he didn't need permission to do this?
No, because he wasn't seen as legitimate ruler of a country, and he was executing a warrant for a criminal.
Okay. So what's gonna happen when you got some U.S. politicians who?
If he was invading Venezuela, he would have needed congressional approval. This wasn't an invasion. This was an extraction.
Oh, okay.
Military personnel was on the ground for no less than 2 hours. It
Okay.
wasn't an extended stay. It wasn't. We weren't trying to take territory. You see what I mean? This wasn't a military action. This was executing a warrant for a wanted criminal who had a $50 million price on his head.
I guess like, what makes it? How do you if you're not a citizen of the United States,
Mm-hmm.
you're a leader of another country.
Mm-hmm.
How do we get a warrant to arrest someone who's not even a citizen of our country?
Well,
We can issue a warrant for anybody that commits a crime against our country.
yeah, exactly. That's what I was gonna say. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
No, there was no declaration of war on Venezuela. Venezuela might have declared war on the United States, but the United States has never declared war on Venezuela.
No.
So, all right.
It's a big difference. Yeah.
Yeah. Declaration of war would be congressional approval. And also the president, I think under Article 2, has rights to move within... He can make moves within 72 hours before he even has to talk to Congress about anything.
Oh, Biden has done that.
Yep.
Only reason why I asked
Yeah.
that is because didn't Bush even ask for permission from Congress before he went into Iraq?
That was an invasion. We invaded Iraq. This wasn't an invasion. This was an extraction. We went in, got the guy, and got out.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is not trying to be sneaking and attack another country.
Now
This is
my-
about getting a certain individual.
This wasn't about starting a forever war to keep on going
Yeah.
for 50 years while we're
This
trying
is about
to
catching
remove the
just a
leader.
criminal.
Okay.
Yeah, it's catching
So,
a criminal. It's not starting
like-
a war or nothing like that. No.
I get you. Maduro bad.
Yeah.
I'm all for Maduro bad. I get you on that.
Yep.
Now, how long we gonna be over there?
We're already out.
And the streaming series.
They're already gone. They were on the ground for 2 hours. We have no military personnel on the ground. We're not there. We went in, got Maduro, and left.
And then after they left, we should. He'll show the video, right? He's gonna show the video, Benny.
So I was watching the press conference that Trump and everybody was doing.
Yep.
He said we gonna run
No.
Venezuela.
And then I know Marco Rubio clarified, through policy. We're not going to have people. They're running it. They're going to sit back, wait and see what policies they do. And if they
Okay.
try to go back towards another dictator, same thing's going to happen. They'll remove him and see what happens next. Do I agree with that? No, I hate regime change. But
See, that-
Maduro had to go.
So see, that's where I'm like,
We have to wait and see what the next leader is going to do, and if they're actually going to take care of their people, or if they're going to continue mistreating their people.
because the way I'm kind of looking at it is like, didn't we try regime change in the Middle East and it didn't really work?
Yeah, well, this is our backyard. Venezuela and everything that's going on there has actual ramifications of what happens in the United States.
Okay.
I'd rather us be involved with Venezuela than Russia and China. Or Iran.
Now, see, the next questions that I think are important to ask is like, who's gonna, like, I get we're putting policy there. Who's picking the next leader?
The Venezuelan people. That's why we're sitting back and seeing what happens and what direction they go.
So now what
We're just
happens?
hoping that it's somebody that's favorable to the United States.
So what happens if the Venezuelan people pick somebody that the U.S. government doesn't like?
Well,
Are we just gonna do the same shit again?
if they mistreat the Venezuelan people, probably.
Yeah.
But whether we like them or not, as long as they're not mistreating the Venezuelan people and are trying to actually make it a prosperous country for the Venezuelans, there's nothing we should do.
Yeah. And that's what mostly Venezuelans want. Wait till you see the videos, dude.
Venezuelans just want.
They're
go back-
happy.
I get why. I 100%
crazy
get why the
happy.
Venezuelan population is happy right now.
There's a lot.
I
of,
get it.
There's a
It's-
lot of older people too that they're crying, and they're thanking God that they caught him because they've been waiting years. They're like, I've been waiting 25 years for a change, and I never thought that I'd be living this day to see this change happen. Like, it's an unprecedented moment for them.
But yes, it is up to the Venezuelan
They're
people.
like,
where they go
I've
next.
never seen people be so freaking happy
I
and
I can,
celebrating.
I can understand
It's like
that.
it's like they're getting their freedom. Like us, they're gonna have the freedom over there now. So there's a better chance that they might find somebody, elect somebody, or vote for somebody that is gonna have the beliefs of this country should be free, like us.
They're gonna put someone who's gonna put Venezuelans first. Not
And then
Now-
and then that's why Trump is taking care of Venezuela. That's why it seems like, because he doesn't want no corruption going on over there. He wants them to prosper.
when they say we're gonna run it, they want people who are favorable to the United States in power. Yes, of course. Any leader is gonna want somebody that's favorable to work with them for a better working relationship.
Yeah, it's gonna be like a partnership kind of thing.
But it is on the Venezuelan people to deliver that type of person if that is what they
Exactly.
want.
Yep.
If they want a person that is favorable to the United States, that's who they'll put in power.
A lot of people are not gonna agree with that, but I see.
So, okay.
Excuse me.
This I just feel like there's been a lot of questions
I
and
think you should put
concerns in
that
the
in
last
there.
20. to me, to say that there's no concerns, I just don't see that. I think there's definitely concerns and questions.
There's always going to be.
Oh yeah,
Nothing's ever going to be as black and white as we think it is.
Like, I guess
And anybody who says this isn't about the oil is besides themselves. Of course it's about the oil.
Yeah.
Of course it's about the oil.
Thank you.
100%.
It's the biggest oil reserve in the world,
Is
isn't
it
it?
Is it all about the oil? No, it's not all about the oil. But again, I'd rather the oil be in the U.S. market than in the Russia, Iran, or China market. I'd rather us be in control of it than them. Which is why Iran, Russia, and China were moving in on Venezuela. They want to control their oil.
Now,
It's like a win-win for us, for Venezuelans, and for us. See what I'm saying?
But yes, anybody who says it's not about the oil is fucking lying
Of
to
course,
themselves.
there is going to be something for it, but the big difference is so far, Trump does care about people. So,
But people also forget it was America and I believe UK that actually went in there and built the oil infrastructure for them to be able to pump the oil. It was our oil companies that did that, and then Hugo Chavez. Well, they made deals with Venezuela to be able to go and do it and pump it, and then Hugo Chavez took power, nationalized everything, and took control of everything and kicked all the American companies out. After they had already spent the money to build everything up. And then they destroyed it because they didn't know what the hell they were doing.
oh, so they're pretty much going back and getting.
let me.
control.
They're going back and getting what was essentially what they worked out to
A
begin with.
partnership with them
Let me.
originally. They put
So
money into
burn it down. It's not that we're not trying to give y'all a brief. This just happened 24 hours
Literally
ago.
just happened.
Everybody's still learning more details about this.
And this is just my opinion. So it's what I've seen, is what I've heard.
Yeah, we'll
So-
definitely get to some music. Don't worry.
Don't worry,
yeah.
don't worry.
I want some music too, believe me. But yeah, let's get this going. We're almost done with this.
I don't believe any Latin country has any nukes.
And this is also a message, obviously, to China. China had just sent emissaries to Venezuela. Venezuela is one of the last blocks of sort of communist countries. South America is going libertarian and liberty. The vast majority of South American countries, not the vast majority, but the
Okay, never mind. I thought I just turned off on us. No, we're good.
majority of South
Pretty good.
American countries now have freedom and liberty, anti-communist, anti-socialist candidates that are running them. Venezuela, Colombia, and Brazil.
Oh, we're back.
Yeah. It's just a lag. It's not telling us. I don't think it's telling us to get off. I think it's just a lag.
No, the only favor that America will give Venezuela is its protection. His protection. That's what America. That's what they offer. Military might.
Brazil, which also had a fake election.
That's what America does.
Are kind of the holdouts there. This is President Trump exerting control in our hemisphere. This is what dominant powers do, and I don't want a terrorist narco state off the coast of America. I don't want it with Castro's Cuba, and I don't want it with Venezuela. Venezuela again is an evil election rigging narco state that kills Americans, and people should cheer this. They have fake elections, and they create fake elections in our country. And so, yeah, massive props. We'll see how it plays out.
The benefit of taking out Maduro is to show that Trump ain't messing around. If you sit there and you're going to take power, the next person that takes power in Venezuela, if they try to do the same exact thing that Maduro did, they now know their fate.
So I get the narco thing. I get it because, like, the drug trafficking, I get it. But
We just want somebody in power in Venezuela that's going to take care of the Venezuelan people.
Yep.
Not use them as pawns.
Exactly.
I don't know if I'm reaching, but, like, what's up with the Honduras thing then?
Oh, the guy that was pardoned?
Yeah, like,
Because that was he was charged under the Biden administration, and apparently they're saying he wasn't treated fairly. I haven't read the case. I don't know. It's a different situation.
so, like,
Apparently Trump personally read the file on the guy and about how he was treated, and there was he wasn't treated fairly in that trial. That's all I read. That's all I know about that.
okay. Because it's like, I
I'm not
saw
gonna say-
people like, you gonna get mad at Maduro, which I get, he's the drug
But
trafficking.
Maduro is 10 times worse than that guy could ever be.
But then
Maduro ran his own people over with military vehicles when they were protesting in the streets.
Yeah, so yeah, dictator bad. But
I get what you're saying, but that's two different situations. And just because the one thing happened, you don't go after Maduro. That doesn't correlate.
Yeah, you definitely have to address the situation with Maduro in Venezuela, but it's like we also pardoned someone who trafficked 400 tons of coke into our country. I think that's a little weird.
Something came up with it again.
It's the frame rate. We're fine. We're not kicked off. It's the frame rate. What you looking at, Vito?
No, I told him to make sure to freaking check the date.
Yeah, I looked at it wrong.
He looked at it wrong, and I've been drinking an expired freaking Snapple, man.
Yo, Vito just zoned in on the tea, bro.
Because I freaking gave him a look and looked at the bottle and looked back
it
at
said
it.
26.
Yo, I had to check on my man, make sure he was all right. He looked straight there. I was like, what's he looking
I'm
at?
letting you know he's not gonna be alright.
Yo. Oh my God, that was funny.
I gotta go in the store with him every time now.
Shit. Oh man.
Whose fault's that?
Oh!
Oh damn.
No, I thought it said 26.
No. What happened to your little eyeballs?
But so yeah, I think we just both agree the pardon of the president of Honduras was weird.
Yeah.
That was weird.
But again, without reading the file and not
I need more information because
on the
that's
surface
weird.
it does, but one just because of one you don't do the other. You know.
I feel you. You don't just let Maduro go.
Right.
So I see what you mean by that.
And to be fair, Biden technically pardoned people that were 10 times worse than that, even the Honduras guy.
What's you reading?
Yes, it was expired.
It tasted a little funny too. That's something like I got.
How come we don't do this more? Like, how come this isn't done to more dictatorship areas? I wonder why. Like,
because Venezuela can affect the world market.
That's true because they got the oil.
Exactly. That's why.
Now,
if there was other countries that would affect the world market like that, yeah, they would be. Again, when it comes to the oil, I'd rather the Americans be in control of it than Russia and China.
I think the biggest concern is that like this was such like, yeah, the dictatorship gotta go. No one's disputing that, but it's such a huge shakeup. No one knows what's gonna happen from here, and I think that's the part everybody's scared about.
But what I'm pretty sure, because of how close it is to us, we're not going to let the country fall into disarray. It has to be structured. You see what I mean?
Because you telling me right now, I think it's like it's the biggest oil reserve in the world.
Outside of ours, yeah.
Outside of somebody gonna fight for this shit.
Yeah.
Someone's gonna fight for this.
That's why if they know they got to if they got to fight America, that's the deterrent.
Like.
You really think Russia or China is going to start a war with the United States over Venezuelan oil when it's right in our backyard and they have to go across the globe to get to it?
I don't think I don't see that, but exactly. It's like
that's what the Americans are playing at. Well, us.
But at the same time, like I get the liberation aspect. Mm-hmm. I just also think like the unknown of what's going to happen, plus our own backyard is still jacked up.
Yep.
So it's
this is our backyard. Venezuela is our backyard.
Then our backyard is still jacked up.
Remember, they know things that we don't know. They see things that we can't see. So it's like a chessboard kind of game that the president is playing.
Do not want war. Well, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta play the game right.
Yeah.
Making sure that it doesn't affect other countries to start their shit with us.
This is a major deterrent.
I get it. Yeah, I see why. Like,
But you can't not do action because of the unknown. The unknown is scary.
the unknown
but
is
that's why
very
it's
scary.
But that's why it's unknown. What you have to deal with is percentages of what you think most likely is going to happen because of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And most likely, China and Russia are going to back off of Venezuela. Because again, they have to send stuff across the country, across the globe to get to it. Not to mention, Russia was supposed to deal with Ukraine in 3 days. How long has that been going on now? You
Well, if
really
you-
think they got the capabilities to go up with
Well,
us?
well, if you ask me, I think the way at least I comprehend, if you're talking about Russia and Ukraine,
No, when that first started, everyone said I was going to be done in 3 days. Everyone thought Russia was just going to steamroll through Ukraine.
and see, I don't think people expected Ukraine to fight as hard as it did.
Exactly.
But at the same, I think it's a little weird. Like, to
3
me, well, what's up?
3 years with Russia and Ukraine now.
So Ian, are you single?
Yeah, it's just me. It's okay. My time will come, y'all. Don't worry. My time will come. It's just little old me.
He's just waiting for that right woman.
Yeah, I saw a comment like a couple weeks ago, and someone said, "Is this a polyamorous relationship?" I'm like, no,
No.
I'm like, no. Liz is like an older sister to me.
Who said that? I want to know.
But back to the Russia Ukraine thing.
Ooh, he's like a little bro, man.
To me, during the press conference after this, Trump kind of admit he fucked up with the Russia-Ukraine, like he underestimated it.
And he underestimated how much Ukraine was going to fight back. Of course. Everybody did. There was high-ranking professionals that came out and thought Russia was going to steamroll through Ukraine.
Because I remember he said day one that shit would be done.
Yeah. But if Putin is having that much trouble with Ukraine,
Yeah.
do you think he's really going to try to go behind a U.S.-backed Venezuela?
Nah, he ain't gonna do that.
That's my point. You think Xi Jinping really wants to go after
Yes, I am
a
burning it down.
U.S.
Yes.
backed Venezuela when he's got Taiwan he can't even deal with?
Yeah, I feel you.
So people keep forgetting what's actually going on in the world when they want to zero in on one situation. When you actually have to peel it back and look at what's going on globally.
And see, this is why I think, yeah, you got to ask all these questions.
See, Venezuela is our backyard.
It's right. It's down.
That's why
it's
we're
down
going to
the.
deal with.
It's
Exactly.
technically down the street.
Exactly. And do the other superpowers really want to mess with us right there?
Do you
when it
think
takes
we?
us no
Do you
time?
think we should do this? We should have done this for Gaza to help out over there. Do you think we should have done this? Because a lot of fucking people died during that, man.
Yeah, probably. If they would have actually let us do it, it would have been done cleaner and faster. But the problem is the leaders of Hamas were in Qatar. So we would, again, now we're talking about situations that really don't affect us. It's not our backyard. And yes, a lot of people died in Gaza that shouldn't have died. But a lot of that's because of Hamas who are using them as shields. Different situations. Those terrorists are actually using their people as human shields.
Yeah. And it's not like, I know it sounds like more like I'm picking sides and shit. Me personally, I don't trust Netanyahu.
No, hell no.
Hell no, I don't trust that.
I don't
man.
trust any other foreign leader.
Like I don't like.
We barely trust our own government. I think we're gonna. Trust
That's what I'm
you think we're
saying.
gonna
Like
trust our foreign
that's
leader?
what I'm saying,
Exactly.
bro.
So you guys want to finish this?
I'm on like borderline barely trusting our own government. I don't trust any other leader.
Yeah, nah,
Hell no.
I feel you.
Yeah, we're almost there.
Because I want to show him the video
mausoleum
to the people. I don't know if
of
he
the
has
dictator Hugo Chavez has been bombed. His remains were there. It was left destroyed. So they straight up yeeted the remains of Hugo Chavez, communist dictator, on their way out. They lobbed a heater on their way out, flying out of Venezuela. They lob a heater, probably from the same
If we get time, Master.
air platform that Nicolas Maduro was on. They probably made Nicolas Maduro watch. Just amazing. Just amazing. All right. Well, it's called shock and awe. And when President Trump says something like this, you should
Offered
listen.
everything. He's offered everything. You're right. You know why? Because he doesn't want to fuck around with the United States. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Bro, listen to me. Listen to me. I've said it a million times. I'm not really a Trump supporter, but you don't want to mess around with the United States. I agree with that.
And Trump is proving when he says something, he's going to follow through, which that means a lot on the world stage. Other leaders are now looking at Trump. Oh shit! When he says something,
Did he just say you don't want to fuck around?
You don't want to fuck around with the United States. That's what he said.
He just said.
I would, to me, I would change that. I would say military wise, you don't want to mess with the United States.
That's the threat, though.
Yeah. So I would
But that's exactly what it is. When he says that, when a sitting president says that, that's what they say. It's their military might that's behind those words.
Yeah. Okay.
You don't need to spell that out.
Yeah. Nowadays, you never know. People.
Again, if some people really want that spelled out to them, they're gonna find out real quick.
What's the question someone had? Any thoughts on the Epstein file?
You know what?
We got plenty of thoughts in the Epstein file.
Yeah,
Listen.
I think, yeah.
Put it this way. I'll say this. The Epstein files is one freaking reason why I don't trust anybody in the government right now.
Government or anybody.
I don't trust any of them. I don't get you.
And Diddy's why you don't believe any celebrity.
Diddy, yeah.
And if you want to play the left versus right game, they all know what's going on.
Yeah.
I don't trust any of them.
There's evil across all sides.
I don't trust any of them.
The only difference with Diddy was I didn't like.
Put it this way.
It's because slowly like when 50 Cent came up with telling us that Diddy wanted to take him shopping. That was like one red flag right there. And then other celebrities were saying, "Oh, well, he was having these certain parties." I'm like, okay, all right, this is starting to get a little weird now. Oh,
Diddy weird.
Oh, now he's into guys. Okay, and then bam, that's why everything about what we know about right now.
Diddy special.
So slowly, it was like getting there. It wasn't like a big shot. Like, oh shit, I can't believe he did that.
In regards to the Epstein thing, I'll say, put it this way. Politicians need to stop being mad that people are assuming that everybody in the government is a pedophile. Until you release the whole unredacted information, American citizens are going to keep assuming you're all involved.
And that's never going to happen.
And
while people are still being protected and there's undercover.
So it just shows that our government knows who they are and they're protecting them. So until you show who it is.
Well, people say they keep protecting them. How do we know they're not using the information against them to control them?
And that's a part too.
Yeah. That's part of it as well. Oh shit.
It'll come back up because this isn't done. It'll come back up.
We started talking about Epstein.
That's why. Yeah. That's why. That's why.
Come on.
That's why I did it.
What is that? Like
OBS is reconnecting. Say yeah. That's what. It's happening.
Yep. Mention Epstein.
It's happening.
Right,
Yup.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about that anyways because.
But you see what I mean? Yeah.
I don't
people
believe
keep saying they're being protected, but how do we know they're not just using it to control them?
Yeah, we don't know. We don't know what's going on.
We have no idea what's actually going on.
All I know is there's some dirty shit in those files that people cannot let.
That they don't want us to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot more going on behind the scenes than we'll ever know.
Yeah.
They have their reasons, but I know that I can't trust anyone.
And I don't agree with it, but
I've given up already on one.
You know what I think when you'll find out when it happens? I don't think we'll be alive. I think you will not get the unredacted version until everybody that's involved in it
is dead. Yep.
No, I think that
50 years from now.
Yeah.
No, I think the only way, and I know this is gonna gonna sound like a biblical thing, because it's when the New World Order happens.
Well, also things they
When there's only one leader, one rule, and one this and one that.
they don't want you to know that.
That's the only time when people are able to find out and to know who did what, all that.
There's so much
So
chaos happening right now. We don't know what's gonna happen, and that's the scary thing.
That is a scary thing.
We don't know what's gonna happen.
We live in unprecedented moments. It's crazy.
And if there were any civilians that were killed, it's very upsetting that there was any civilians killed.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah.
We're just only saying what we know, and then of course it's gonna be other stuff popping up. But hey, let's finish this.
What happens next? Well, apparently the Nobel Prize winner and opposition leader Maria Corina Machado says we are ready to take the government in Venezuela. There was a vote in Venezuela, and the people voted in order to have a liberty-minded, freedom-minded candidate. Again, Venezuela has been suffering. Venezuela is one of the most prosperous and best countries in all of South America 20, 30 years ago. These communists came in, they stole everything, and they've descended that country into absolute and total chaos.
This is crazy.
Animals, people having no toilet paper and so on. Just a reminder, Chinese officials arrive in Venezuela for talks with President Maduro.
See, that's
3 hours after Chinese officials were there, he was gone.
Bro, this is what's scary. You don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
That's why everybody holding on to their ass right now.
Did you want China running Venezuela? Or do you want America running Venezuela? Which policies do you want guiding Venezuela?
If I had to
American or
pick,
China?
if I had to pick, it's America.
Yeah, because
if I had to pick,
exactly, you have to pick. That's what's going on here. We have to pick.
If you have to pick, it's America.
We have no choice in this. It's either China. We either let the Chinese govern them or we do it.
Yeah.
But you see the play. You see why it has to. Why it happened.
This is why it happened.
Yeah.
We can't have Chinese influence in our backyard.
Something had to be done.
Yeah.
Something had to be done.
Unfortunately, that's exactly.
I'm just saying the fight for that oil reserve gonna be crazy.
It's already over.
You think we just?
It's over. Again, do you honestly think the Chinese, Iran, or Russia is going to go halfway across the world to fight us when we're 50 miles off the coast?
You got a point.
Again, Ian, people forget to zoom out on these situations.
Yeah, you got a point.
Venezuela probably wants the constitution that we have here. They probably want the same constitution.
I'm sure Venezuela would rather work with us than China.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that's why they would want to work with us, because of our constitution. They want to.
People keep saying, "Oh, these countries should just be left alone to do their own." The world, everybody's working with certain people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
it's all about relationships.
Yeah.
It's networking.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's network. Everybody's working.
Like in the beginning.
On a macro scale.
There's a reason why.
Like a trading.
There's a reason why Putin and China are pissed right now.
Exactly.
There's a reason for it.
They just lost a giant oil reserve.
Yeah.
This is a huge zoom out moment that people really don't, because they never really focus on the whole world, that one thing. All they're doing is zooming in on one.
Yeah,
specific thing.
you gotta look at a lot.
Why are you putting yourself out there? Why is U.S. going over there?
Oof.
Another country and stuff.
I'd rather us much be more involved with something going on over here than dealing with what's going on in the Middle East, that has nothing to do with us. There's next to zero American interest in the Middle East.
I see what you mean.
Let them govern how they want to over there. It doesn't affect us. We want them to be friendly with the United States, but that's still their choice.
You can't make somebody be friendly with you.
You can't force them to do it.
You can't. You can't make somebody. We say it all the time on here. You can't make somebody love you.
No.
Like you.
So the Chinese officials were there. These Chi-Coms were there to witness the awesome power of the United States of America in the strategic strike. You just freaking love it. Here we go. Nicolas Maduro and his wife have been indicted in the Southern District of New York. Nicolas Maduro has been charged with narco-terrorism, conspiracy, cocaine importation, conspiracy, possession of machine guns and destructive devices, conspiracy to possess machine guns and destructive devices in the United States. They will soon face further wrath of the American justice system on American soil in American courts. On behalf of the entire U.S. DOJ, I would like to thank President Trump for having the courage to demand accountability on behalf of the American people, and a huge thank you to our brave military who conducted the incredible, highly successful operation to capture these narco traffickers. We are living in incredible times
what's up?
here, ladies and gentlemen.
We got India in the house. All right, what up, y'all?
What's up?
What up?
Has been captured. Maduro's gonna hate.
See, God.
Probably the funniest order Trump has given. Trump bombing the mausoleum of Hugo Chavez on the way out. He's still can't get over it. All right. Proud to be an American. God bless you all. Like, share, and subscribe. More updates all throughout the day. It's your boy Benny. See ya.
Shit, we gonna see, man.
And I know people saying, why did it have to be Americans to go do this? Because we're the only ones that could have done this. As shitty as it is, we're the only ones that could have done this. And kept the death to a minimum.
Don't get me wrong, y'all. I still think America, we of course, we got problems in our own country.
Oh, yeah.
But it's...
When you have the chance
It's Greenland next.
When you have
no,
the
they just want to
chance
buy Greenland.
to capture somebody, you have that chance, you could go ahead and do it.
Yep.
At the moment, that was the moment. The right moment to go get the...
I mean, imagine...
Obama did the same thing when he went in and killed Osama bin Laden. This is the exact same thing. He didn't have to.
Yeah, because bin Laden was crazy,
Obama
dog.
didn't get congressional approval to go after bin Laden. Obama just did it.
Yeah, because I remember that's where Bush messed up. He told we're coming to get him.
And they moved him.
And Obama just said, don't say nothing, just go get him.
It was cheered when Obama did it. Now everyone's questioning.
I think one concern that I saw people have is like, are we really going to help the people, or are we just taking their oil?
That remains to be seen.
Yeah, see that I think that's one of my concerns.
But to be fair, by taking the oil, we're helping the people because we're not just taking it; it's going to make Venezuelans very wealthy.
Yeah, because you can't just give it away for free. You got to sell it.
Yeah, that money is going to be poured back into the Venezuelan economy, and Venezuela is going to go back to becoming one of the richest countries in South America.
I hope it works out in a positive way.
So people keep thinking we're not just taking the oil. We're putting it into the world market to sell it for the Venezuelan people. Yes, it's going to benefit Americans more than any other wealth in the world. But we're still putting that oil into the world market, which is going to help the Venezuelan people because it's going to make their country wealthy again.
So I do see the positive aspects. I just think you're naive if you all just want to ignore the possible negatives that could happen.
Oh, there's definitely, of course, there's negative ramifications. Yeah. But I think the good outweighs the bad in this one.
We are bombing Venezuela right now. It is 2:35 a.m. and Pete Kegsbro, fucking cosplay G.I. Joe, is literally bombing Venezuela. You guys didn't stop them when they were bombing boats in the ocean.
Going into another country with enough firepower to take their president and then saying you're going to charge their president with criminal charges in our country is such an insane...
We gotta stop. Because I can't.
What happened?
This is what I knew was gonna happen, man.
What happened?
You don't get what the... Back it up. Listen to the girl's argument. Listen to the girl's argument.
Fucking cosplay G.I. Joe is literally bombing Venezuela. You guys didn't
Well, Venezuelan is cheering on
when they
them.
were bombing boats in the ocean.
He said, "My people are free." You see how excited this guy for Venezuela?
No,
listen to this.
Listen to this girl. The way she's beginning to argue, it doesn't make sense.
Country with enough firepower to take their president and then saying you're going to charge their president with criminal charges in our country is such an insane breach of sovereignty. I'm like so shook.
Like,
sort of set the stage for where we are arriving today. This particular bullying and the use of sanctions to eventually intervene and make regime change really does not help the people of countries like Venezuela. And
All right, well, some updates here on the...
okay.
Yeah, she married her brother. Yes, she did. Ilhan Omar.
Yeah, I know. It's close. It's close.
But go ahead,
It's
Ian.
really close.
Yes, Ian?
After very
I keep it real as can be up as I can be up on here, man. And like, I don't know if you follow me on social media. I talked about this. I liked and retweeted. My opinion could change on the things that
Your
I've liked
opinion's allowed to change.
retweeted.
It's
So
allowed to
it's
change.
like no, but what gets me is like when people like undo a retweet or undo a post. It's like,
why? That's how I felt at the
that's
time.
what I'm saying, bro.
Just because I felt that way, I'm not allowed to change?
Bro,
That's the whole point.
That's just what you call freedom.
That's what I'm saying.
But you also see the evolution of somebody's opinion. You don't have to
Exactly.
change the tweet.
Yeah, I never.
That's how I felt at the time.
Yeah, it's how I felt at the time. So it's like, like I said, I get why the people of Venezuela are cheering. I get it.
100%.
And I think all three of us are question like, yeah, we don't know what's going to happen from here.
No,
we really don't.
All we can do is hope for the best and make sure that things are going in the right direction for the people of Venezuela.
Yeah,
that's all we can hope for right now is that the lives of the people in Venezuela get better from this, not worse. Hopefully, this makes the people's lives in Venezuela better.
Yeah.
Hopefully, things are going to move in a better direction for the people of Venezuela. That's what we hope from this.
Yeah, because dictatorship clearly wasn't helping.
No, that was making life worse.
Clearly, that wasn't helping.
So couldn't keep going with what they were doing.
Yeah. Does he got more?
Yeah, though I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I want to see more.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you will see that. Let me see.
Spat on their heroes today, which is, of course, exactly why you will hear...
Missy Ailsa.
That we approach this very carefully.
She talks about the Honduras guy.
What's up?
She just talks about the Honduras guy. Well, why would he pardon him but then go after Maduro? Honduras, the guy who pardoned Honduras has no political power left. He was a former president. Completely different situation. But that's just what she was going to go on. But you can play it. I don't care.
And I'm myself, just like anyone else, who is absolutely concerned with the humanitarian crisis that's happening. And I think it's important that any solution that we have centers the Venezuelan people and centers the democracy of Venezuelan people.
I agree with that.
I am very concerned about
the Venezuelan people should be first.
Oh, yeah. The only people who should be picking who's in charge of Venezuela now
the Venezuelan people.
is the Venezuelan people. The United States government should not be dictated. I agree, should not be choosing that.
But from what we've been saying right now, it looks like the Venezuelan people want somebody in power who's going to be friendly with the United States.
Yeah, I can understand that. Yeah,
but the Venezuelan people should pick their leader.
Yeah.
Trump is, but see, this is what people think. Trump is picking the leader. No, he's not.
It's the people.
It's not like Trump is going to go down and say, you're running the country now. That's not how this is going to work. That's not how any of this works.
No, the people got to pick over there.
Exactly.
in Venezuela, and I oppose it.
Yeah, well, folks, if you enjoy our content, make sure you hit that like button down below, subscribe.
Yeah, he's about to, I think.
But this whole thing keeps getting better and better, doesn't it? I would almost argue, no matter what faction of the right wing you're on, there's something for everyone in this, right? My personal issue, as I've been explaining, is the fact that we took a major victory against the flow of illegal migration and drug trafficking into the United States of America. That's what I care about. That's why I did care about this whole Venezuela thing. And boom, we got that. But even if that's not your issue, okay, say it was for the oil. Okay, so we got cheaper oil and gas, ultimately long-term for the United States of America. Who's complaining about natural resources? Well, apparently only the people who drive Teslas, if you know what I mean. And simultaneously, we basically drove the kind of primary place of Chinese influence in our own hemisphere, in our own backyard, out of the hemisphere.
Exactly.
That's also a good thing. Yeah, Monroe Doctrine, yeah.
Can't disagree with that. We did drive out Chinese influence. They were literally in the country hours before we took Maduro.
I see what you mean. Yeah, I see what you mean on that.
I'd rather it be us, I'd rather us be influencing Venezuela than China.
Yeah, if that's the only two options on the table.
That's really the only two options.
Yeah, that's the only two options on the table.
America should be the primary global power within our own region and neighborhood. And on top of all of it, we did all that, right? But also in a just very satisfying sense, basically took one of the, I guess, like international left's biggest heroes and went, it's just amazing. I just love it so much. And perhaps on top of all of it, the most sobering reality check for these people is the reaction on the streets, both in Venezuela and from the Venezuelan.
Okay, have a good night, burn it down. Thanks for coming in.
This very event, right? Because you're going to hear all this rhetoric from progressives. We toppled a democratically elected dictator, American imperialism, blah, blah, blah. And it actually just does not seem...
I just seen like a chat disappear. Before anybody accuses us, we don't make chats disappear.
Oh, yeah. That's always happened to us. If your message gets retracted, you probably said something that YouTube didn't like. We don't delete anything.
It's on AJ Fanatic's channel, the one with Rebel.
Oh, okay.
Night, burn it down.
All right, have a good night, burn it down. Get some sleep.
Like the Venezuelan people are buying many of those arguments. And I'd actually like to use some of the live feed that we've seen in the streets here today to further kind of address the arguments that
live
we're
streams
hearing
that just
from
happened.
the other
It's
side. So that said, I just want to show you first and foremost. You have the narrative, this is the Iraq War 2.0. We're destabilizing the region. The Venezuelans are going to resent us.
That's what people are afraid of.
Bad for
And don't get me wrong, that's a valid concern to have.
It is a valid concern.
That's 100% valid concern to have. We don't want this to be Iraq again.
No, we do not want
Hell
Iraq
no, we don't want that.
Do not want that at all.
So, and if it does end up being like that, then yeah, the government's going to have to answer for it.
Yeah, I agree with that.
They're going to have to answer for it.
But I don't think it's going to be like that. There's much more already put into place. Venezuela is not Iraq. It's more westernized than...
yeah, because it's like down the street.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like if you're looking on a map, it's like down the street.
Exactly.
America.
But then I've watched an interview that Rand Paul did where he was trying to explain how there's no drugs being manufactured in Venezuela.
No, they're being moved through Venezuela.
Okay. All right.
Maduro was allowing it through all the way up to the water.
Okay.
That's
because the fentanyl's in China. That comes from China, doesn't it?
And they were trafficking it through Venezuela.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's not that it was being manufactured; it was being trafficked through there. It was pretty much a superhighway.
The water. So they were using the boats.
They needed it to get to the United States.
Exactly.
Dude, that is so funny. I was watching a Spanish show, and there was something about trafficking drugs and women.
Yep.
Yeah.
Through the water.
Yep.
Yeah, it's two of the. Honestly, on a global area, you'll probably never stop it because it makes too much money.
But you can try to minimize it as much as possible.
Yeah, you can minimize as much as possible. Yeah.
But there's always going to be there's still areas of the world where there's slavery.
Yeah. It's like
if we could stop it, we would.
You're not going to completely stop the black market.
No.
You can't turn it off.
No, that's why it's the black market.
Yeah.
There will always be a black market.
Yeah.
Whether you like it or not.
It's just you can't let it overpower.
All you can do is try to limit it as much
as
possible.
Yeah.
And then here's the actual situation in Venezuela and from Venezuelan.
Yeah,
people
they cheering in Venezuela.
Libertad, freedom.
Wow.
Yeah, just to be clear for the fact checkers, libertad
means
means
freedom.
liberty in Spanish.
Yeah.
Before you try to believe that
Liberty.
this was
Thank you, Liz.
an American protest, but it goes on.
Damn. They're going crazy in Venezuela, bro.
Yep.
That's crazy.
American flag.
Yeah,
American flag.
They're not burning it, they're waving it.
Yeah, see? Right there.
that's crazy, man.
Seems like they're pretty happy with the United States.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Yo,
Muchos años esperando esta pronta libertad, que todavía, bueno, pero por lo menos estamos saliendo de una de las peores ratas de Venezuela.
Gracias al gobierno de Trump por esta libertad que nos está brindando. De alguna manera se convierte junto a Edmundo González.
Liz, what she saying?
She's thanking Trump for the freedom that they're getting back, pretty much, as they're saying.
A María Corina Machado, los libertadores de Venezuela.
Yeah, well, that's got to be a pretty sobering reality check if you're one of these stupid communists, because they've spent...
Technically, it was already unstable. He is right.
Well, yeah.
You can't really destabilize something that's already destabilized.
Yeah.
All you can try to do is stabilize it. Which this is probably a stabilizing movement.
Yeah.
Damn.
They're holding the American flag.
Look at that. His military didn't even defend him. They pretty much stood down when the U.S. came in.
I can't really vibe with you on like how dare we kidnap the leader of another. I can't.
Especially when his own military was like, please take him.
Pretty much.
They barely fired back and they pretty much stood down.
But it like, I just want to be clear. What Trump did was legal, right? Like,
it was legal.
He didn't have to ask Congress at all for this.
If Obama was legal, his was legal.
Yeah.
If what Obama did was legal, what Trump just did was legal.
Because Obama had made the call to go get Bin Laden.
Stuff
yes, he did.
In our country, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So that gives Trump the right to get that criminal.
Yes.
From another country that's doing harm to this country.
Just like Obama had the right to go after Bin Laden for the crimes that he committed against his country.
Yeah. It's.
I see what you mean.
I mean,
I see what you mean.
It's just real simple to make the two comparisons because it's the exact same thing. If what Obama did was perfectly legal, there should be no issue with what Trump did.
I'm open to conversation, bro. I don't get mad when people.
But that's my point. If people are trying to say what Trump just did is illegal, so we need to go back and impeach Obama.
I see what you mean. Yeah, I see what you mean.
That's just. I do not want to do that.
I see what you mean.
We were very happy with what Obama did when he went and did it.
Yeah, because Bin Laden pretty much orchestrated 9/11.
Yep.
So much political capital.
Any more celebrations?
Trying to build this coalition becomes crystal clear.
Gracias, señor. Gracias al presidente de Estados Unidos. Yo estoy esperando hace años. Cómo he sufrido, cómo no han hecho daño, cómo han matado a mis hermanos. Ay, esto ha sido horrible. Mira.
This was the one we were talking about.
¿Cuántos años tiene usted aquí en los Estados Unidos? ¿Hace cuánto se fue de Venezuela? Ay, tenemos aquí 8 años ya, 8 años porque nos mataron al hermano mayor y fue fuerte, hermano. Secuestraron a mis hermanos, eso fue fuerte. Y doy gracias a Dios por todo esto, porque ha sido fuerte.
Muchas gracias. ¿Su nombre?
It's in Miami.
Wow.
She's from Venezuela.
Yeah,
She's over here.
She came to America.
She came to
yeah,
America for
Miami, Florida.
8 years. Yep.
She had to leave because they were killing her family.
Yep.
Hey, man, like...
Because if you speak out against your government in Venezuela, they would murder you.
Listen, you can... I'll say a loud and proud over here. I'm all for the freedom of Venezuelan people. To be honest, I think every country, nation, every type of society on the globe should have freedom.
Yep.
I think freedom should be a global thing. Every person,
not just for the elites, everybody.
Yeah, everybody.
So if I was from Venezuela and if I was in that country right now, living in that country, I would want the United States to influence Venezuela because the United States has believes in the freedom.
I would rather have it be American influence than Chinese influence.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, I gotta agree with
there's
that.
always going to be influence on a country, especially when there's superpowers in the world.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
When there's small countries that are going to need bigger countries' help, which influence do you want on that country? That's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
Whether you like it or not, black and white, that's what it is.
And why do you think people come to this country to live in this country? Because they're much happier. Actually, yesterday we were talking. We went to that smoke shop, and then we were there. We were talking to the guy, and his family owns several smoke shops, and he's from India. And I asked him, so what do you think about the country? He said, oh, I'm very happy. I'm very happy. I'm happy to pretty much be here. The only thing he misses is his friends, his childhood friends that he has over there.
Of course, he's going to.
But
you could apply that logic to almost any country. What influence would you rather have on that country?
Yeah, no, I feel you. Yeah, I feel you. This is good. This woman crying in the camera, bro. She happy.
Oh, that's nothing. Those other ones.
There's more. That's right. Keep playing.
¿De qué parte de Venezuela?
De Maracaibo.
De Maracaibo. ¿Y qué le dice a las personas que están viendo en este momento toda esta emoción de los venezolanos, a los venezolanos que han sido el centro de atención de las noticias, tanto por lo que ocurre en Venezuela como por el éxodo de los venezolanos, los migrantes venezolanos?
Fuerza. Que sí se puede, que tuvieran paz y fe, como yo tengo 27 años esperando esto, que sí se puede, que tengan esperanza de todo, que vamos a ser un país libre, próspero y que todos vamos a salir a disfrutar este momento.
Esta señora que no ha parado de llorar desde que llegó, viene en pijama, como lo pueden ver, todavía ella está. Cuénteme un poco su reacción, cuénteme un poco qué siente en este momento.
Esto no tiene comparación.
I think this is in Venezuela.
Gracias a Dios.
I think this is Venezuela.
Yeah. This looks like it in Venezuela.
Me arrodillé y lloré en mi casa por él. Es un milagro.
Muchas gracias. Por aquí también vemos parte de la juventud venezolana.
She went down on her knees and cried.
Sonaba una canción en la que todos nos pusimos prácticamente a llorar aquí en el arepaso del Doral. Cuéntame qué se...
Mucha emoción, el ambiente es impresionante y el ambiente te cautiva y uno estar en el momento.
This is a kid. All he's known his entire life is oppression.
Yeah, it's dictatorship. Yeah.
Look at him. Look at the tears in his eyes.
Yeah, man. Like, see, to me, I think around not just the United States. Like, I think globally, every citizen should be able to challenge the leader if they have an issue with the leader.
The problem was, whenever they spoke out against their leader, they were murdered.
Yeah, that's not cool. I don't want to ever see that at any country anywhere. Yeah.
Yeah. That's dictatorship. It's just one rule.
I never want to.
There's no freedom, and it's a fresh start for them. You know.
This is huge. But see, mainstream media won't play any of this.
This is Telemundo, by the way. The channel Telemundo.
Well, yeah, Telemundo has. They're going to play this.
Yeah.
But the only ones that you don't see NBC or CNN playing stuff like this. Haven't seen it really all day. I see Fox playing some of it.
No, I see. I'm glad.
It's been mostly on X and TikTok.
Yeah, I'm glad Venezuelan people getting some freedom, man.
Oh, there's more. Keep going.
I'm glad for that.
Tener esto como una experiencia única en la historia es increíble.
¿Cuántos años tienes?
19.
Parte de tu vida o tu vida entera la has vivido ya esperando que esto suceda. ¿Cuántos años tienes viviendo aquí en Estados Unidos?
Tenía 11 años.
¿Tus padres en dónde están?
¿Disculpa?
¿Tus padres están aquí contigo?
Sí, mis padres están acá. Ellos vinieron. Mi papá fue alcalde de la oposición y fue perseguido político. Y bueno, él vino para acá para simplemente huir y que nosotros tengamos una buena educación. Y es muy loco que de un día para otro, yo a las 2 de la mañana parado, de la nada veo un video y después veo otro video y yo dije, está pasando en realidad. Es muy surreal, pero lo que hay es que disfrutarlo.
Muchas gracias. Seguimos compartiendo con las personas que se...
Estoy feliz porque yo soy hermana de Jordi Suárez, un muerto político. Cuando en las guarimbas tuve que emigrar por ese régimen y me siento feliz porque a nosotros nos quitaron un hermano, un hijo, un tío. Estoy feliz, se está haciendo justicia por todos.
Damn, people's families just get snatched off the street, bro.
That's what happens in dictatorship.
That's crazy,
People
bro.
have no understanding. When you haven't lived under that type of oppression, you do not understand. Go talk to some old people who are from Cuba.
That shit crazy, man.
Or talk to some Venezuelans who actually had to flee out of here and have a conversation with them before you try to tell, not you, but before you try to tell Venezuelans how they should feel about this.
I see what you mean.
Sangre derramada que hubo en Venezuela. ¡Feliz! ¡Venezuela libre! ¡Qué emoción! ¡Dios mío! ¡Te adoro, Venezuela!
Yo, they get drunk as shit in Venezuela right now.
I'm sure they are.
No, but look at the emotion.
That's
dude. Let me say something. We take for granted the freedom that we have here.
Yeah, we do.
And when you see other people celebrating for the freedom, for liberty that they just got in their country, it's like something amazing, something magical that just freaking happened, a miracle for them. And we taking it for granted over here.
Where they can now speak without fear of attack.
Exactly.
Or that somebody's going to drag them out of their bed. That's what we should
appreciate what we have. And the people that live in here, a lot of them don't appreciate it, talk crap. Well, you know what? Go to another country and see if you like their freaking laws and their dictatorship and all that shit.
See, in this country, you can sit here and say Donald Trump's a piece of shit and go to sleep and not worry about getting dragged out of your bed.
Yep. Where other countries, they have freaking multiple doors.
That's true.
For people not to get in there and kill them or steal stuff from them. Like, they have to be in guard. They have to have, handguns and shit on them.
Could you imagine having that kind of fear where if you said the wrong thing, you might not wake up in your house?
No, that's crazy.
And then I remember when you were playing the World of Warcraft and you had a friend. He was from another country.
Oh, he was from Jordan.
And he was playing the game, and
I
remember
you saying
he had to play on the floor because tanks and stuff were going through down his street. And at any given time, bullets can go through his house, and that's just how he lived.
And it was normal.
That was normal.
Crazy. That's normal.
So that's not normal for us. If that shit starts happening to us, that's like,
yeah, no, I agree.
We're done.
That's crazy.
Dead, you know,
that is crazy.
But. That's all I had to say. Okay.
You was about to preach, Liz. You was about to preach.
Yeah, it tells you a lot, doesn't it? About the disconnect between left-wing ideologues and the actual Venezuelan people. Now, thus far, we have not really mentioned the whole moral or humanitarian aspect to this, and that's on purpose because as I've tried to make the argument, right? Maduro being a social...
That's pretty much it.
Yeah,
I mean, there is more videos that we saw, but you can see the emotion.
But Vince Dao goes through those arguments and everything else and breaks it down.
Yeah.
Woo! But this is real.
Thanks for stopping in and spending time with us today, y'all. Hit that notification bell and give it a share because it does help the channel out.
Please and thank you.
See you guys in the next one.
Later, y'all.
Peace.
Bye.